Have you ever wondered if the secret to feeling vibrant, confident, and connected again lies right in your kitchen? What if I told you that simple, everyday vegetables could transform your circulation, your energy, and your intimacy, without a single pill or prescription? In this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 powerful vegetables that can help men over 60 unlock better blood flow, restore vitality, and bring warmth back to their relationship. You don't need to rely on risky medications, just nature's most potent ingredients, which are already sitting on your kitchen counter. Stay with me because, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to boost your confidence, feel more connected, and experience the energy you thought was gone for good. Plus, the last vegetable I share is so surprising, even your doctor might be impressed. So, if you're ready to take control of your health and intimacy again, make sure to watch until the end. These simple changes could be the key to reigniting not just your circulation, but your life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. 1. Beets, nature's nitric oxide booster. When I first began suggesting beets to my older male patients, the response was almost always the same: a light chuckle, a raised brow, a playful smirk. "Beets, doc? You sure you're not confusing me with a rabbit?" they'd joke. It was harmless teasing, but I could tell they were skeptical. And honestly, I understood. After all, how could a simple root vegetable possibly help restore something as vital, as deeply personal, as their energy, confidence, and connection in the later chapters of life? But then, something remarkable started happening. Weeks later, those same men returned, not with jokes, but with soft amazement in their voices and emotion in their eyes. Some looked like they'd just woken up from a long, dull slumber. "Doc," one said, "I feel more alive than I have in years." Another smiled and confessed, "My wife and we're close again." Close. It's like we found each other again. That was when I knew we had tapped into something far more powerful than anyone had expected. Beets aren't just another vegetable sitting quietly in the produce aisle. No, they are nature's gift. A circulatory miracle, especially for men navigating the winding roads of life after 60. Rich in dietary nitrates, beets allow your body to create nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and expands your blood vessels. That might sound technical, but what it feels like is warmth in your hands again, energy returning to your legs, and yes, a spark reigniting in the bedroom, one that's more than just physical. It's emotional. It's a sense of being fully you again. You see, as we age, our bodies produce less nitric oxide. That decline explains so many of the changes older men quietly accept: cold hands and feet, sluggishness, brain fog, and intimate disconnection. But beets can help reverse that tide. One clinical study found that beet juice improved circulation within hours, and with daily use, blood pressure dropped, stamina increased, and vitality returned. Not just in numbers, but in lived experience. And here's where it goes deeper. When your blood flows better, your spirit does too. You feel present again. Not just existing, but engaged, alert, confident, capable. And this is the foundation of real intimacy. Showing up with your whole self, emotionally available, physically responsive, and mentally clear. Beets help nourish this state of being. They don't just stimulate blood flow, they protect your blood vessels with powerful antioxidants like betalains and vitamin C, strengthening the delicate inner linings that keep your heart, brain, and hormones working in harmony. Many of my patients have shared something deeply personal. They didn't just notice the return of physical sensation or energy. They noticed a return of emotional warmth in their marriages. They held hands again. They laughed more. They kissed longer. A beet might be humble, but its impact is anything but. Here's a small tip from my kitchen to yours. Roast your beets and toss them with lemon juice and a drizzle of olive oil. That simple combination can supercharge the nitric oxide effect. It's delicious, nourishing, and revitalizing. And this is only the beginning. If one vibrant, crimson vegetable can do this much, imagine the transformation when you pair it with a leafy green that works synergistically to keep your blood vessels flexible, your energy steady, and your sense of connection alive and vibrant. So let's keep going. If something in this message stirred you, even just a little, let me know by typing 1 in the comments. Because you're not alone. You deserve to feel strong, centered, and full of life again. And I promise, the next vegetable might just surprise you even more. Let's move forward and uncover the second mighty vegetable that could change how you feel, love, and live, starting today. 2. Spinach, the unsung hero for blood flow. I'll never forget one particular gentleman in his late 60s who came to see me, someone who had been carrying the weight of an unspoken concern for months. He had begun to feel a distance growing between him and his partner, not emotionally, but physically. Their connection had changed. He was still in love, still present in his way, but something vital seemed to be slipping away. His energy had waned, and the intimacy they once shared just didn't feel the same. It wasn't the emotional closeness that had dimmed, it was the physical spark, the vitality, the life force that makes a relationship feel alive. He wasn't ready to rely on medications. He wanted something natural, something simple to bring that energy back. So, after a careful discussion, I suggested one modest change: eat spinach every day. He looked at me, puzzled but trusting, and agreed to try it. A month later, he walked into my office with a smile that spoke volumes. There was a light in his eyes that hadn't been there before. "Doc," he said, "I feel like something's flowing again. I don't know what it is, but I feel alive again." Spinach, he discovered, wasn't just a humble leafy green. It was a powerhouse for improving circulation, especially for men in their later years. Like beets, spinach is rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a miraculous molecule that works quietly but powerfully to expand and relax your blood vessels. This makes blood flow more easily through even the smallest capillaries, reaching places it hasn't been in years. When that blood reaches your brain, your heart, and yes, your most intimate area, everything changes. It's not just about the physical process. It's about the feeling, the emotional return to vitality, the rekindling of a connection that felt like it was slipping away. You don't just function better, you feel more alive. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But spinach offers even more than just nitrate. It's rich in magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that support heart health, keep your blood pressure in check, and soothe muscle tension. For men over 60, these nutrients are vital. As blood vessels naturally stiffen with age, magnesium steps in like a gentle repairman, softening those vessels and improving blood flow. The result? Better circulation, but also less tension, a smoother, more relaxed energy that translates into better overall health, and crucially, it restores the very foundation of closeness and physical connection. Magnesium also quietly supports hormonal balance, playing a role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels. Meanwhile, antioxidants like lutein and vitamin C protect the inner walls of your blood vessels from aging and inflammation, ensuring that your body's natural flow stays smooth and free from unnecessary blockage. This combination of softer, more flexible blood vessels, balanced hormones, and reduced inflammation means not only stronger, steadier blood pressure, but also improved stamina in every aspect of your life. I often tell my patients to toss a handful of spinach into their morning eggs, blend it into a smoothie, or even sprinkle it fresh into a salad with a touch of olive oil and lemon juice. It's a small, easy addition to your day, but over time, it creates profound results. Stronger circulation, warmer hands and feet, a greater sense of connection, and yes, even a warmer heart. But here's the best part. Spinach isn't working alone. It's part of a team of foods that can restore your vitality, And there's another humble vegetable that goes even further. Not only does it help circulation, but it helps cleanse your blood vessels from the inside out. It's sharp, it's ancient, and it might just surprise you. Let's keep moving forward and uncover this powerhouse together. 3. Garlic, the circulation cleanser. Garlic has always had an uncanny ability to surprise people. Many view it simply as a humble kitchen ingredient, a bulb casually tossed into a pan to boost flavor. But what if I told you this modest, pungent herb holds the potential to restore something far deeper and far more meaningful? Imagine reclaiming the vitality, confidence, and intimate connection that many men quietly fear they've lost as the years pass by. I vividly recall one of my patients, a gentle-hearted man of 71, who came to my clinic with a sense of quiet despair. He confessed he had begun avoiding intimacy, not because his desire had faded, but because embarrassment overshadowed his joy. His circulation had slowed, his strength had weakened, and the vibrant energy he once carried within him felt like a distant memory. He felt disconnected, almost a stranger to his own body. We didn't rush to medication. Instead, we chose something gentler yet profoundly powerful: food. I asked him to incorporate fresh garlic into his meals every day, just a clove or two, freshly crushed, left to sit for a minute before cooking. He raised a skeptical eyebrow, but his trust outweighed his doubt, and he promised to give it a try. Weeks later, when he returned to my office, the change in him was palpable: his posture straighter, his eyes brighter, his voice stronger. "Doc," he said with a smile tinged with wonder, "I honestly didn't expect it, but something's changing inside me. I feel warmer, stronger, more myself again." It wasn't just about improved circulation. It was a powerful reconnection to himself and to the life he loved. The magic behind garlic is hidden within its essence, a remarkable compound called allicin, released the moment the garlic clove is crushed or chopped. Allicin quietly but powerfully works within your body, helping relax and widen blood vessels, reducing the stiffness of arteries, and supporting healthy, steady blood pressure. But its most extraordinary gift, especially for men past 60, lies in its ability to send blood freely to all parts of the body, including those intimately tied to connection, touch, and emotional closeness. When your blood moves more freely, the effects ripple outward. You don't merely function better physically, you begin to feel profoundly present, deeply connected, and vibrantly alive once more. Your warmth returns, your confidence grows, and intimacy no longer feels daunting. Instead, it feels inviting, natural, and joyful again. But garlic's healing doesn't stop at circulation alone. It also offers natural anti-inflammatory benefits, quietly easing the hidden inflammation that so often blocks the pathways of our body. Inflammation, that silent enemy, can impede blood flow, gradually stealing away energy, desire, and the joy of closeness. By easing inflammation, garlic gently restores this vital flow, not just to your heart and mind, but to the very essence of pleasure and human connection. What touches me most deeply about garlic's power is its gentle, steady approach. No harsh side effects, no unnatural jolts, just the comforting rhythm of slow, meaningful healing. Roasted whole, sautéed with spinach, or blended into a flavorful dressing, garlic becomes more than just a seasoning. It becomes your ally in reclaiming a life rich with energy and emotion. And if you're still wondering if something this simple could truly help, just hold on, because the next vegetable I'm about to share with you not only boosts your circulation, it can reignite the flame of desire itself. Crisp, fresh, and once revered by ancient cultures as a symbol of masculine strength and power, this humble vegetable is about to surprise you all over again. If you've stayed with me this far, sensing the quiet stirring of hope within you, type the number 1 in the comments below. Let me know you're still here, still listening, still ready for change. Now, let's uncover the 4th vegetable together, one that could quietly revive your circulation and gently bring back the intimacy and closeness you may have thought was lost forever. 4. Celery, the silent circulation enhancer. Celery may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of rekindling intimacy or rediscovering your vitality. It's pale, unassuming, and often relegated to the edge of a plate. But let me share something that might just change the way you see it forever. One of my patients, Richard, a thoughtful 66-year-old man, walked into my office one afternoon, wearing a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. He told me, "The spark is still there with my partner. I feel it, but my body? It's just not following." He wasn't overweight. He had no serious illness, but he felt stuck, trapped in a body that didn't reflect the passion and love still alive in his heart. There was no intimacy. Not because there was no love, but because there was no energy, no flow. So, I gave him one simple suggestion. Nothing extreme. No prescriptions. Just this. Start your day with 2 stalks of celery. He laughed. "That's it?" he asked. "That's it," I said. And to his credit, he gave it a try. 3 weeks later, Richard came back, this time with a glow in his face and a warmth in his voice. "Doc," he said, "I feel different. My energy is back. My hands are warmer. My heart feels lighter. And my partner," she noticed too. The spark wasn't gone. It had just been buried beneath years of sluggish circulation and quiet inflammation. And celery, of all things, helped bring it back to life. You see, celery is one of the most underestimated gifts from nature. It contains natural compounds called phthalides, which help relax the smooth muscles around your arteries. That means your blood can flow more freely, without resistance, without strain. And when your blood flows, you flow. Your body warms. Your energy returns. And intimacy becomes less about struggle and more about connection. For older men, especially those over 60, this matters deeply. As the years pass, blood vessels tend to stiffen, and circulation slows, especially to the places that matter most in intimacy. But with foods like celery, we can gently soften those vessels, making touch feel natural again, not forced or awkward. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment too below to let me know that you are still here with me. But that's just the beginning. Celery is a hydration powerhouse, rich in minerals like potassium and magnesium, both essential for heart rhythm, nerve function, and smooth, unrestricted circulation. It helps your body flush out excess sodium, reducing pressure and tension in your vascular system, giving your heart a chance to beat stronger and steadier. And then there's apigenin, a quiet champion hidden within celery. This remarkable plant compound supports healthy testosterone levels and fights off inflammation, both of which are silent saboteurs of a man's drive and energy. Apigenin doesn't shout. It whispers. But its impact is profound. What I love most about celery is that it's accessible. You don't have to reinvent your life. You don't have to spend hundreds on supplements or complicated routines. You can juice it, dip it in almond butter, or toss it into soups or salad. It's light, low in calories, and easy to fit into any routine. And yet, it delivers results that go beyond what most men ever expect. Over the years, I've watched with joy as men who once believed their best years were behind them started waking up with more energy, more clarity, and a sense of wholeness they thought they'd lost forever. All from small, consistent changes, often starting with something as simple as a stalk of celery. But now, let's pause and look at the bigger picture. Because while each of these 4 vegetables, beets, spinach, garlic, and celery, holds unique benefits, what they represent is even more powerful. They remind us that food isn't just about nutrition. It can be medicine. Real medicine. The kind that doesn't come in a bottle or require a pharmacy. The kind that flows through your veins, nourishes your cells, and breathes life back into the parts of you that felt forgotten. The kind that repairs not just your body, but your confidence, your connection, your identity. I've treated thousands of men over the past few decades. I've sat across from men with tears in their eyes, some frustrated, some ashamed, and many quietly resigned to the idea that intimacy was simply something they had to let go of. Their bodies were too old, that the door had closed. But let me tell you what I've learned. The conversation around male intimacy after 60 has been far too silent, and that silence has cost us connection, joy, and the quiet dignity of feeling fully alive in our skin. The truth is, aging is inevitable, but decline? That is not. And the path back to vibrancy often starts in the simplest of places: your plate, your fork, your next bite. Beets, with their nitric oxide boosting power, open up blood vessels and send warmth to places long forgotten. Spinach, rich in magnesium and healing nitrates, softens your arteries and steadies your heartbeat. Garlic cleanses your vessels like a gentle internal broom, sweeping away inflammation and fear. And celery, crisp and cool, restores balance and strength, reigniting the flame that still burns inside you. These aren't just vegetables. They're invitations to touch more deeply, to love more fully, to be more complete. I've always believed that food is a way to rewrite our stories, and in that rewriting there's power. There's redemption. It's not just about cholesterol levels or blood pressure charts. It's about holding the hand you love with confidence. It's about leaning in close without hesitation. It's about feeling again, fully, bravely, and without shame. So if tonight you find yourself sitting at the dinner table, wondering if things can ever be different, I invite you to try something new. Add a few roasted beets. Sauté your spinach with a bit of garlic. Pour a glass of fresh celery juice. Let that meal be more than nourishment. Let it be a silent declaration to yourself: I am not done yet. I still deserve love. I still deserve warmth. I still deserve vitality. Because the truth is, you do. And your journey back to intimacy and strength doesn't begin with a pill. It begins with a choice. A simple, daily act of hope. A belief that your best moments may still lie ahead. One bite at a time. As we wrap up today's journey together, I want you to pause and reflect on what we've just explored. We've talked about 4 simple yet powerful vegetables: beets, spinach, garlic, and celery, that can transform not just your circulation, but your connection, your confidence, and your vitality. Think about it. The food we choose can be more than just sustenance. It can be the medicine that helps us reclaim our energy, reignite our relationships, and restore intimacy, without prescriptions, without gimmicks, just natural, steady nourishment. So, what have you learned today? Maybe it's about the power of a humble vegetable to bring warmth back to your hands, or the importance of a simple habit that could restore a spark in your relationship. Maybe it's the realization that the changes you need don't have to be extreme. They can start with something as simple as a few stalks of celery or a handful of beet. I want to hear from you. What's the one thing you learned today that you're going to bring into your life? Maybe you'll start adding garlic to your meals, or celery will be the first thing you reach for in the morning. Whatever it is, leave a comment below and share your story. Your words could inspire someone else to take that first step toward feeling better, loving better, and living better. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing you valuable content that empowers you to live your best life at any age. Thank you for joining me, and remember, your best days are still ahead of you.